This isn't your typical Porsche 914, and that's because this one has been converted to an electronic vehicle.
This is way more affordable than a Tesla or whatever. It's way more fun. It looks cooler. It's better.
Claire Nelson and her family own 2 electronically converted cars, and the first one she finished making when she was just 17.
I was like, oh, Dad, wouldn't it be so cool if we converted this to electric? He's like, no, that's super expensive. No way, Claire.
However, they made it possible using recycled batteries.
So I've always been interested in climate and sustainability. So it was a really interesting project and a way to blend kind of multiple interests for me.
The reason Claire is here today is because of National Drive Electric Week and the city of Phoenix offering their first EV Ride and Drive event.
People are absolutely more comfortable meeting with owners than they are obviously with salespeople.
Electric vehicle owners were invited to share their cars and provide insight and experience for future owners.
We shouldn't transition to a society where we're all driving electric cars. I think we should just transition to like having walkable cities.
Reporting for JMC 330 News, I'm Jackson Sutter. Rebecca and her family have made it a tradition to come out once a year during Thanksgiving and give out to the homeless.
And it's just me and my family. We give back to the community.
About 20 family members got together on an early Saturday morning to cook up food and give out to the homeless.
It's great to be able to give back, and then we have our kids out here too, a lot of us, so it's just good to show them just to give back to the community, how good it feels, because they appreciate it and it makes them feel seen too.
And Rebecca is committed to making this happen.
I'm like, even if it rains, we're gonna put the awnings out, and if they're not here, we're gonna go somewhere else and we'll set up somewhere else, you know?
They say it's hard to put an exact number on the amount of food given away and articles of clothing, but at least 100 plus people were helped out today.
So everything we did here, we gathered ourselves.
The family collected clothes year long. They cooked the meals out at home and everything came out of their own wallets.
It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, especially if it's coming from the heart, you know what I'm saying, for genuine. You know, it's a blessing.
The family says it has dealt with its own issues of homelessness and recognized how important a helping hand can be during those times.
So it's really nice to be able to give back now that we're in a better position in our life.
Now it shows you don't need to be an organization or a nonprofit to make a little change.
They could take a little time to go around to spots where homeless folks is at, you know, and anything you give will be appreciated.
Every car here is 25 years old or more. While that might deter some buyers from a used car dealership, Right Hand Drive Specialties, located in the heart of Mesa, doesn't sell your typical used cars.
We import right-hand drive cars from Japan, anything nostalgic, the little JDM cars from back in the day that we all dreamed about as kids.
With the showroom looking more like a scene out of the Fast and Furious, how exactly do they get a hold of these cars?
So we have a third party in Japan that does all our inspections for us. It'll either pop over an auction or a dealership over there, and we'll have them inspected, and then we'll decide whether or not it's a go or not.
However, it cannot be any vehicle from Japan, and that is because of the Imported Vehicle Safety Compliance Act of 1988.
For them to be imported, they have to be 25 years or older before we can bring them over.
And just because these vehicles are rare in age doesn't mean that you can't afford one, with prices varying
anywhere from like 15 to 65-ish.
This price correlates with the niche collector's cars that Right Hand Drive Specialties imports.
We have like rally cars, we have drift cars, anything you can think of, we probably got it, and if we don't got it, we can probably find it.
For Cronkite News, I'm Jackson Sutter reporting.
It's more of a control thing than going like really fast. Like all the other RC car stuff is basically going really fast or jumping really high. This is more about the challenge to actually control the car when you have no grip whatsoever.
Family-owned Tandem RC isn't your typical hobby shop. Here, they specialize in miniature Japanese drift cars.
So it's basically an all-in-one shop. We've obviously got a track, but we got a full storefront with the cars, the kits, all the upgrade components, different bodies. If you like a specific car, they probably make it.
The shop offers a few cars ready to go out of the box. However, nearly everything here has been homemade, from the paint job to the electronics.
A lot of people like to make their own little car. So if they have like a Civic at home that's yellow, they'll paint one yellow. They have lights that are crazy colors and a bunch of different stuff.
And people aren't just building miniature cars here. They're also building lasting friendships.
We have a solid group of like 20 plus people that are here almost every single day we're open. So it's a very kind of chill, relaxed, kind of like social hangout.
Tandem RC has formed its own close community, with experts eager to help beginners and regulars coming often. Overall, it's easy to say that this father and son owned shop is a hobbyist's dream.
Our main kind of mission statement with the vintage shop is just promoting sustainability through fashion. We don't really need any more new clothes. There's metric tons of clothes all over the planet. So right on Scottsdale Road in McKellips, it's a streetwear store, but we got a big old parking lot that I like to utilize the space to throw these flea markets, because there's so many good used clothes out there still that better quality, and then also you're getting them from local dealers and curators, so supporting small local businesses.
The Sunny Day Market is hosted bi-monthly by the store Wang's Closet, which owns 2 Valley locations where you can find the hottest sneakers and vintage clothing. However, most people are here for the vendors outside.
Your dad wore it, your mom wore it, you've probably seen it on TV, you could get it here. Yeah, we take you back to where your heart is. I mean, things that you remember growing up, things that are just like a faint just image in your head, this is where you find it.
I mean, I'd like to do this, the rest of my life just to be around these kind of people.
And it's been great. I'm honestly seeing more things in these 2.5 years than my entire lifetime. And it's doing what I love, so it's kind of like effortless, and I don't know, it's not like work.
The Sunny Day Market brings out a passionate and tightly knit community. And while there are plans to add live music and food trucks, the ultimate goal for the event is
a summer camp of sorts that has a bunch of different chapters that you can learn in, whether it's multimedia, entrepreneurship, sustainable fashion, painting, whatever it is. And then pop every once in a while, big live music festival mixed with some vendors and stuff. We're working on the idea. It's very early.
For Cronkite News, I'm Jackson Sutter.